Welcome to the Slab Podcast, episode 75, where the grades matter, are no rules. How you doing, Professor Oak?
What is up? I love a little rock star intro that we've got going on, right? It's a little rock star intro.
Hearing that literally gives you a little pep in the step. It does, honestly.
Yeah, there's some energy, some lightning coming from it. I love it. But I'm
Pretty
good.
much.
I'm good. I'm back rock and rolling, trying to find some normalcy in life after the craziness of the past few weeks. But what about you? How you doing?
Doing good. Very little rain here the last month. You can't say the same. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
so it won't really be affecting our Halloween. When you're seeing this will be Halloween now. But talk about your last month with rain. How was that?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I mean, obviously, we had the hurricane, um, Helene, which was got a little hairy. You know,
What a bitch.
some of my friends literally lost their houses. You know, and cars. It was that was pretty traumatic. And then, a week or so later, Milton came, hit us direct. Straight on. So we had the storm surge from Helene take us out, and then the direct impact from Milton, and just kind of added salt to the wound. And yeah, it's been I don't know if words describe it well, but I would say for most people it's been pretty traumatic. And I think trying to get back to normalcy right now has been a challenge. I mean, even honestly, just as simple as driving to the store, and I went to pick up my daughter from daycare today. After work, I went to go grab her, and the houses are just messed up. There's roofs and parts of roofs missing. There's trailers, over, and cars smashed up, trees down everywhere, and fences smashed, and it just looks like a war. It looks like a war zone. Like it looks like everything you'd imagine if a hurricane hit, head on. So just kind of it's just weird. Everyone trying to be normal and trying to, you know, get groceries and take the kids to school and go to work and do everything normal, but everything's not normal. Like I have holes in my roof right now, chunks of roof missing and tiles missing, and yeah, it's weird. It's weird. And that week, the I guess like the uncertainty, not knowing what was coming, how it was going to affect us, being so direct in my area, it literally came right at us. It was yeah, it was a little daunting. We lost power for a few days there. That wasn't fun. Being in the dark and the heat, mid and high 80s, and then we never got the AC back. So we got the AC fixed on the 17th day. It was without AC. And obviously I work from home too, so I was in it 24/7, low to mid 80s, pretty much all day every day in the house, ranging between 60 and 80% humidity. It's pretty gross. It's been October was a month. It was a heck of a month. I got a little spider bite on the leg, putting up the shutters when I was in between the palm trees. So it's not really hurting, but it doesn't seem to be healing much. So I probably need to figure that out. But yeah, it's been an interesting little time. Definitely, I would say a 180 from what you've been doing. I know you've been having a little fun and doing a little bit of traveling. So what have things been like for you?
It's been pretty good, man. The traveling, went to the Collecticon. Literally right before Collecticon, I had a work convention in downtown Detroit called the Battery Show, where we had a booth there set up, and I was just talking to all the people, and we weren't selling anything. You're just kind of building prospects. So I did that, went straight from there to Chicago, did the Collecticon down there, vended, sold these hats, which was really cool. Different experience selling like merchandise type stuff.
I
And
bet
from
people
there,
loved them, didn't they?
the what?
I said I bet people just loved them, didn't they?
There was a lot of fans. Everyone that saw it was like, "Oh, that's pretty freaking dope!" Like they would laugh at it.
Yeah,
It's like a meme. It's in itself them being dittos, right? But
yeah.
Yeah, so it's went from there, slept for 5 hours, then I flew to California for work in Irvine. Didn't think about it. I would have swung by the PSA headquarters at least just to mess with them, because they're in Irvine, I believe, in the same city I was in. They're probably a block away from where I was. Noticed there's still a BlackBerry tower down there, headquarters. I don't know what the hell they're doing in that building, but
That's got to be like commercial walkie-talkies or something. That's got to be some kind of specialist equipment they're doing now.
It's a freaking. They got a skyscraper. It's not that tall, but it's probably 25, 30 stories tall. So I don't know what they're doing in there.
Unless they're renting rooms out and floors out.
Could be. Yep. Yeah, and then went to Kentucky. Got to see Mason. Went to a shop, bought a freaking Game Boy Advance off him to play my freaking games.
Amazing.
It's got the light up
jealous
screen.
You got to see him.
This is one of the ones his coworker makes. They made these, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I've been playing some of that, and then been playing something else, which we'll be talking about. But yeah, it was really good. It's really good.
What did you get any games? Did you buy any games there with it, or did you already have some?
I have so many games. Like I have all these games I could play. I got Sapphire, Ruby, Leaf Green, Yu-Gi-Oh games. I'm stacked on games, so I'm chilling. Yeah, and it's a USB-C charger, which is cool. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Did he put like a rechargeable battery pack in it?
Yep.
That's crazy.
So,
fast too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not cheap, but it's pretty freaking cool. I enjoy it.
That's awesome. I really enjoyed the SP, the square one that folded up. I think it was the SP one, right? I like that one a lot. I really enjoyed that one.
That one, it's just awkward for my giant ass freaking hands when it's like.
Oh yeah.
Like this feels a little bit more natural.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I went with this.
I want to say I had one of those little DS ones too that like flipped open and it was a bit bigger, and I think it had 2 screens in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a little while now.
Yep.
But that's awesome. That's fun. A little bit fun on the go, and jump into a little bit of retro vibes. A little bit of flashback there.
Yep. Got to treat Mason to dinner when I was down there, which was fabulous. Wish I got a little bit more time with him. That was cool though.
What did he order?
His recommendation, because I got there a little before him, was buffalo chicken dip with chips. I don't remember what he ordered.
So you had a picnic. Is that what he did?
I don't remember what I ordered, to be honest. It was good.
Yeah.
I ate way too
sounds
much.
Awesome.
I need a food detox for like the next month. California, Chicago, Kentucky, when you're not home.
Very difficult.
It's effing, especially like when I was in Cali and in Louisville, I'm using company card for expense. Like I'm not spending my money. So I'm like, yeah, give me the 22-ounce porterhouse, whatever. Like, as long as it was within the means or whatever our limits are. But I was eating like a freaking king, and now I need no food for like a week, and I'll be chilling. Yeah, it's been a good few weeks though.
Good for the soul. Yeah, that's awesome. You got to see Mason. You kind of, I imagine you got to see a bunch of people at CollectCon and stuff too, right? You know, some of the other places that you went, you probably bumped into quite a few people.
Yeah, I got to. First time I met Squeaks Game World, which was cool. Like me and my wife got there on Friday. So like Friday's the day you go get your badges usually. Went and got all of our badges. Java's section was right next to mine, so saw Java. And then Mason and Squeaks walk up, and it was just us four there.
That's amazing.
And my wife and Squeak's wife Britt, and it was awesome meeting them. Took a picture with them, me, Mason, and Java. Awesome dude, man. I've talked to him quite a bit in some discords, and wish it was more, but it's still have had good experiences with him. No issues. Enjoyed his content when he made it. Looking forward to his involvement with MetaZoo as a
Yes.
senior product designer or something like that. So,
Yeah.
um, or director of product design or something like that. He's the guy for product design. So, um, I think they good choice. I'm looking forward to what they can do with that. So we'll talk about that in a little bit probably. But yeah,
Yeah.
met some other people too. Shots of Spat was a new one for me. Geez, I can't name them all. There was a few new ones that I new people that I had met, and then new people in my section too. That weren't from like other collecticons that I've even known. So there's a few of those people, but all awesome people. It was really good. Skya, the one guy, got to meet him.
Yeah,
Um,
there's so many awesome people. Like even when you say like Spot and Sky and stuff, just there's just so many. Like it's just such a big group. It's almost endless. How many cool people we could have.
it ain't getting smaller at
No,
all. Like it's,
well, I don't know. There's a couple of people you don't see much lately, but yeah, it's
I feel like the gains are increasing faster than people drop off. Like
oh yeah, exponentially.
I feel like a lot of people are going like our group is going to less collecticons. They're more calculated which ones people are going to. There's not so many of people I talk to that go to every single one. There are some people. There's people I know that go to every single one, but we're not like I don't talk to them like that at all. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see the collecticons and how many there are next. I think there's 12 or something supposed to be next year. So that's a lot. That's a shit ton.
And on Fanatics doing one,
They
they're planning
do,
their own version now, right?
yeah, but it's all sports. 30% of it is like cards. The rest of it is like just
Oh,
crazy shit. Like I don't. Tom Brady was there, right? So it's a different type of event. It'd be cool to go there to see all the freaking celebrities. They're
I
plugged
wonder,
in.
I wonder if they'll do like a little spin-off one for TCG or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
They do
I don't
touch
know.
a few categories. I know they've, when you're looking at the categories on the left section, that I'll go through them, and there's, obviously games, and there's Pokemon, TCGs, comics, memorabilia, like there is a bunch of different stuff. So yeah, I'm curious what they're gonna do next year.
Yeah, it'll be good. Um, yeah. So you want to jump back in, kick it old school, go back into our spicy comment winner from freaking month ago?
Spicy comment winner.
What is that?
Someone called Basic Trainer. He came up with a comment about MetaZoo.
What do you fucking know? What do you fucking know? What are the odds?
I mean,
Is
it's the
every
hot
comment?
topic. It's a hot topic right now, right?
I feel like every comment base. I'll have to look back. I feel like there should be a way I can look back and see how they've talked on their
Oh, we
commented
can
on all
audit.
of our videos.
Yeah, we've got the
Every
receipts.
every comment, yeah, every comment has the word MetaZoo in it, guaranteed, guaranteed.
Well, he said this time MetaZoo will outlast Lorcana. I feel like Lorcana is doing better than we thought it might. It seems like it's got a pretty steady pace going on, and stuff's holding value, and some stuff's going up in value, and there's still a lot of what's the word? There's a lot of people that still want to get it and get those promos and get the rare cards. I've got
Yeah,
outbid on a couple of things.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, like I bid on a couple of things. I was getting outbid, and I was like, okay, like this is still popping, it's still going. So I'm
I'm shocked. I'm shocked on the grading aspect of it still. Like I feel
yeah,
like it's insane compared to I don't know why. People like collecting graded Lorcana cards.
Yeah, I mean, I was bidding the last, I was talking about getting out bid. The last one I was bidding on was a PS8 Robin Hood, and it was, I guess it was one of like the special promo versions or whatever, like so many of them. I mean, that it was like going up, and I was like, oh, okay, like,
I'm also
yeah, like I didn't realize what it was. Obviously, it must be some special thing, but I was like, this is an 8.
people want to crack it, play in the deck probably.
Took me way off guard because it looked very similar to the one I got right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, but getting back to that Spice comment, I don't know, Lil Connor. I don't know what it looks like next year, the year after, but what I do know is they have a steady pace going. Metsu starting from scratch again. So we said Outlast, but it's already dust, right? It already ended, so it's not. It's already not outlasted. Look, this is a new. This is Meta 2, right? Like this is the new. So the new Meta 2 may outlast Volcana, the new version, or whatever that's going to look like. But that's going to be a lot harder, I think, to pull off from scratch to get to that point and outlast it. It's going to take a lot of intentional, which we talked about, the good management, having the right people in the right places.
Yeah.
And it looks like that might be the case. I mean, we're talking about Sean and, Charlie and stuff like this. There's people in there that we might be in for a good setup there, some good leadership. But what's your thoughts on it?
My first thought is there was 20 effing upvotes on this comment.
People love a Matsu.
It's like, what the like that's happened a few times, but 20 upvotes on a comment, not 20 likes on a video. A comment got 20 upvotes. Y'all are legends. So don't forget to drop your spicy comments down below for the next episode.
It's brilliant.
It should
Comeback
be
story too, though, right?
Yeah. It should. Our next episode hopefully is before a month from now. We're getting into the holidays, so it'll get we'll keep doing us. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I think if I just say, okay, MetaZoo starting in January, I think they said the next first set, for it to outlast Lorcana, it's a pipe dream. I think it's very low percentage chance TCG succeeding. In general, is low percentage chance. Lorcana is Lorcana. MetaZoo is cryptids, so I guess you got cryptids, but there's also another cryptid TCG. It's called Cryptid TCG, I think. They don't own the rights to cryptids, so there's another cryptid TCG that probably didn't cost them $2 million to start it up. So it's crazy the differences. Like there can be multiple TCGs that use cryptids. It's kind of scary. So I like Lorcana for sure, just kind of for that reason, because there is literally another. I think it's called Cryptid TCG. I saw some of the cards in Chicago. So yikes. I think it was an old MetaZoo employee or something.
Yeah. I think the other thing too with Lorcana is it's not called Disney TCG. It's like they've done their own thing with it because there is Disney cards and there's Mickey Mouse cards and poker cards and collectible cards and card games. Like we've had a bunch of that stuff. I've seen so many different variations of Disney cards in the past year or two since Lorcana boomed, but it's Lorcana. It's its own thing. I think MetaZoo should do that. I think they should do some branding. You're listening, guys.
Yeah.
I think they should do some branding and do their own game, and then not be MetaZoo. MetaZoo obviously would be the company like Disney, but like it would be not just the set name, but like the actual. Okay, this is the brand that we're running with for this style. and then that gives them the option of, well, now I want to go and do this version, or I want to do that. I mean, I think the possibilities are endless, and we've talked about that before. But I'm super curious on what they're going to do, and I like that people are talking about it. I like that there's interest, even like you say, just 20 upvotes on this, 20 likes. That's brilliant. Like there's a buzz about it. Like that's optimistic, right? People are interested.
And I heard through Catch 'em All Collectibles, and he heard through somebody else, commenter or something. Supposedly Charlie's supposed to be doing an interview on Nick Strength and Pokemon's channel here Friday, tentatively.
No way. I didn't know that.
So tentatively, I think it was talked about. I don't know if he's ready for it. I don't know if it's scheduled, but
it's exciting.
It's coming. I mean, it should be coming if the first set's in 2 months. Like, all right.
Yep. And
I mean, that should be hitting.
The deal's done, right? Like there's nothing to hide anymore. Everything should be in motion.
It's time to market the freaking new set coming in 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think you're right on the money. Like this is the time to start rolling with it. That's literally weeks.
Slabbed podcast. Let me just mention, we would be honored to sneak peek a card. We would be honored. I've always wanted to do it. I've always been jealous of the people that get to do it for Hearthstone and some of those types of games. That would be so cool to be able to sneak peek a card from a set. That would be so cool. So we'll do it for free.
I'd like to do the artwork for one. Is what I'd like to do.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, either one. Obviously, we can do both at the same time.
Yes.
Anyways, all right. Enough MetaZoo. Onto the, and we've lost everybody at this point. We got, if you're still here, put a smiley face in the chat because you probably shouldn't be. Anyways, next week's spicy comments. What do you got?
This may be a little bit of more of a reaction, but I'm nervous that we're going to be underwhelmed by the Team Rocket set. I have a feeling it may be underwhelming because I feel like we're hyping it up so much, but that's a whole conversation. What's yours?
Selling your own cards is the biggest waste of time. That's it. Godspeed. Okay. Everyone drop a thumbs up on your favorite comment down below. Drop yours. This is probably going to be a slow week since we haven't uploaded in like 4 weeks. So you could probably get a comment down there kind of late to the game and still have a chance of winning. So drop the spicy comments. I would appreciate it.
And you got to be in it to win it.
So
one quick thing before we move into topics.
Yep.
I just want to announce this real quick. I'm probably going to run the brief through you first if you have time to look it over. I'm probably going to send out the application for this year's Secret Santa this weekend in the Discord. I'm going to try and wrap that up and get it all finalized this weekend and get that out so we can start working on numbers and allocations and stuff. So if you're interested in doing Secret Santa again or for the first time, I think this is our third. Is that third or a fourth? I think a third.
Third.
Yeah, so it's a third
year. Holy shit. That's crazy.
It's nuts.
That's so cool.
So that's going to be coming out. There will be a specific channel in Discord that I'll point it to where we can chat about it, talk. You can ask questions when you get your presents. If you don't want to wait till Christmas, you can, whatever you end up doing, you can post pictures, talk about it, share stories, converse about it. There'll be a whole channel built out for it. And I love seeing that stuff. So please get involved. There'll be a spend limit. Like you don't have to worry about getting all crazy, buying stonking cards and stuff. It's just for the fun. It's just for the enjoyment. So just wanted to get that out there just so you guys are aware. It's exciting times ahead.
I'm excited. Yeah, there's always some really, really cool stuff. People get excited about it. You never know what you're going to get, which is the coolest part, right? And I absolutely love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. But anyway, just wanted to get that in early on while you guys are still listening, hopefully.
Do you play phone games on your phone at all?
Yes.
Do you? Like what?
I play them when
Oh
I
yeah, I
need
think
to
we've had this
switch off.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we talked about me doing it to like help me get sleep and stuff, shut it down. I know what you're gonna talk about.
Candy Crush?
Pokemon Pocket, right?
Oh yeah, that's a game.
That's a game. So, yeah, that I was making a coffee this morning and was playing it while I was waiting for the coffee to do. I got my creamer, I started playing it, and then I realized I needed to microwave my coffee. I'd gone into a trance for like a solid 20 minutes and I was gone. I was like so in that game trying to work through the different decks because you have to do the different decks in the beginner section and stuff. And I went through and I was like, I think I timed one of the games at like 3.5 minutes, one at like 4. And I was like, wow, I'm just like flying through. This is awesome. This is fun. I want to get more cards. I want to, I want to build a deck and do well, move forward with it. And I mean, that thing consumed me. I was hooked, line and sinker. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. Very casual, very easy. I liked that it wasn't full of items and like crazy switch shift type stuff going on. It was just I set it up with Professor Oak and the Pokeballs, a couple of basic basic Pokemon, a couple of evolutions, and it was rock and rolling. Just thought it was brilliant. 20 card deck. What about you? You've played it, right, today?
Yeah, I think I'm level 7.
I don't know where I'm at. You might be ahead of me. I don't remember.
I feel like I've played it for total 2 hours in the last 24 hours. Maybe. I don't know.
I might be about there. I played it on my lunch break. I was eating my sandwich. Played it while I was bathing the kids, and then we sat playing in the bath. Yeah.
So, did you play Pokemon Go?
I wasn't a Pokemon Go, but I had it, and I played it like every so often. Yeah.
My
I didn't
least favorite
love it.
thing about that is you can't really play it in your house. You gotta kind of be going outside. Like, who the fuck wants to go touch grass?
Yeah, you gotta like sit there and wait for like somebody to walk near you and stuff.
And like where I live, there ain't Pokestops near me at all. Like, if I want to go see a Pokestop, I gotta get my ass in the car and drive like 5 minutes down the road.
How did they make them?
What?
How does a Pokemon stop get created?
There was a so the Niantic had another game before Pokemon Go, and people in that game it was like a cyber game or whatever, but you would create these locations by taking a picture of things, and they basically took that and created Pokemon Go. Because I had a buddy that played that game by Niantic, and then when he played Pokemon Go, he's like, "Holy shit! I made all of these Pokestops at this school."
No
He's
way.
like, "I literally took all of these photos. This is insane." They just pulled it from their other data from their other app. So I forget what it was called, but
interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like the entire university, were all his Pokestops because he took all the photos and it was like random shit. It was pretty cool. But yeah, the reason I brought it, I just don't. I like being able to sit at home. Like most of the time when I'm playing a phone game, it's when I'm on Christmas break, I'm on vacation, I got a lot of downtime, lunch break sometimes, or if I'm in a meeting and I'm freaking bored out of my mind. Which is why I have like the deck to shuffle and have the phone. Yep. Now I have a Game Boy, so here we go. I like it a lot. I like the interface. It's smooth. There is a couple too many button clicks sometimes when you rip a pack. I do agree with somebody that posted that in the Discord. But I don't know. I think the game's really fun. I do enjoy ripping cards. I enjoy the ease of the gameplay. Did you play against any real people yet? Have you tried that? Nice. You want to show everybody your costume?
No, I'm good.
My wife just got home with her costume. You gotta show them.
No.
Yeah.
You don't get
Is it safe for work?
Yeah. It's a hot dog costume.
That's awesome.
It's all they had. Nice.
Pretty much.
I forget what I was saying, but yeah, did you play any real people yet, or have you just been playing against a computer in the game?
I don't think I played anyone because I didn't. I don't have enough cards to build a good deck. I have a couple of basics and then stage twos, and what I need is like the middle evolution on a couple of different runs, and I think I'd be good to go. I also didn't really pull any electric Pokemon. Like there's a couple of gaps missing on where I think I could probably build an actual deck. Like I don't really have much to run with, so I've just been playing the computer. But I imagine very soon I will. I pulled 10 packs, and I know you said about it taking some steps, taking a bit of time. But if you do them in batches of 10, you do one swipe, it opens all 10 at once, and then there's a button that pops up. You hold that, and it just flies through the cards. So if you do one at a time, it's time consuming. But if you do more, it's actually quicker to do more.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm not rich, so I'm not doing 10 at a time.
Oh, I didn't pay anything. You
gotta use Pokegold, I think, but I don't.
Yeah, there was like some little symbol thing.
One of the currencies, one of the 7 currencies in the game.
Yeah, it was that was confusing. The currency aspect. Like I didn't understand what I was even using, but I used whatever it was in there to buy the pack.
Yeah. There's a currency for making your card shiny. There's a currency for ripping packs. There's a currency for also ripping packs called Pokegold, and it's just whoa. Which everything has that now. Everything has like 3 currencies now. But
I saw you could go from 1 pack to 2 packs a day.
Upgrading a premium
to $10 a month subscription.
2 weeks free. 2 weeks free.
That seems expensive for what you get. I feel like I would want more rewards.
I feel like that's a business expense, right?
$10 though. $120 a year.
That's pricey. That's the same cost as my Amazon membership.
Yeah, I mean that's double mine. You need to give me student ID. You get student discounts, $5 a month.
I feel like I got to give it to them every year, which is the pain in the ass, like a freaking insurance scam. But I brought it up about playing the real people because I tried it. I built a deck. I have like an execute deck, and I could beat all of like the demo decks, whatever, like I forget what they're called, but play all those, no issues. I went and played. There's like a novice, and then there's a not novice version. Got absolutely clapped. It was not even.
That's what I figured. It
was not even close. The game is certainly pay to win. You can play the long game, ripping a pack a day. But I'm curious how many packs you can get, like just by winning games against people. I don't know if that's a thing or I don't know. So I need to learn more about that because I know you get some of the what I've called dust to buy packs when you win games. I think so. You might be able to get more than 1 pack a day. But I got wrecked. The dude dropped Mewtwo and then had another one on his bench and just popped off. It just was insane.
So that's the deck I built. I built the 2 different Mewtwo EXs. I think they were, and I've been doing pretty good. I pulled them in packs.
Lucky motherfucker.
I swear to God. And a fancy Venusaur. I think I pulled a Venusaur EX or something came out. I got lucky on a couple. Pulled the Pikachu. Yeah, I pulled a few stuff. I got lucky, but everything else was pretty garbage. Honestly, what I had the most success with was Centiskorch. Absolutely annihilated people.
Yeah.
Well, the computer with it, just playing against it and tried go against a few different types of decks, different different types, and yeah, it was fun. It was good.
Do you think it has an impact like Pokemon Go did, obviously for TCGs, and it was like a little whatever a moon phase, or at that point, do you think this could have a similar impact?
I think it's providing that. I feel like it's all encompassing. Like I pulled the packs, I got the cards, they're in my deck now. Like I feel like I kind of have them, even though I don't. Like I guess you might want the physical card, but like I didn't really pull any of those cards and think, oh, I want to go out and buy the physical one of that now. Some of them you can't, right?
I feel like Pokemon Go is similar. You wouldn't think somebody would be like, "This is really cool. Oh, I need to go buy more cards." Curious how many downloads I got.
Oh yeah, I bet it's doing well.
When I downloaded it last night, it was like 50,000 downloads.
Does it show in the store how many?
I think on Android it does, but not for the commies that use iPhones.
Oh, let me see. I don't think I've ever looked at that before. I thought it was. It's so fun. Oh my god! It's literally on. It's on the front page when you open it up. The first thing that comes up.
As it should be. Why am I drawing a blank? What the fuck's it called? Pokemon Pocket. Jesus Christ.
So they're marketing it for sure.
1 million plus downloads. 4.8 stars. That's some pretty good ratings. Holy shit.
It's 5-star number one in the chart already on Apple.
Yeah, it's cooking. They're doing well.
I don't see where it's got account.
What, the amount?
Yeah. I do see that they've released it in 9 different languages.
Damn. Making moves, Pokemon. They needed more money. They may achieve that with this. Like I said, those people that had those cards already, it absolutely insane. Literally maxed out. Like you only need 20 cards, which it doesn't sound too bad. Maximum, I think, 2 cards per each card or whatever. Not too bad. Not too bad. I wish they made Bill the draw 2 cards. They effed up by making it whatever it is, Professor's Research or some bullshit.
Yep.
Should have been the old school Bill.
Yeah, it definitely feels modern.
Yeah. Very cool. 10 out of 10. Go recommend. Go play it. I'll have to add you on there. I haven't done that.
Yeah, everyone, head to Discord too. I did post my my name. Do you just add by name?
I don't know.
I don't even know. I haven't added anyone yet. It's Professor Oak, all one word. I managed to claim that title. I don't know how no one had used that yet. Like I can never get that username on anything, but somehow I managed to get Professor Oak. So add me.
Yeah, I feel like you need a player ID, and I feel like you can have duplicate names because you need the player ID, but I don't know. We shall see.
Okay.
That's fun stuff. Obviously, since we last made a podcast episode, there has been some changes in the market. Have you seen, noticed, felt any of this? I see a bunch of sealed back there. What the hell are you doing?
I got everything. I got every ETB, Pokemon Center ETB from I don't know if you let me move it a little bit. You see them all there. All the ones so far anyway, they're all sealed from Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, it looks like Surgeon Sparks is going to be a pretty active one. What do you think?
What are your thoughts? Why aren't you buying? Why aren't you? Are you? Are you going all in?
I ordered a case, I think, of Surgeon Spark ETBs promo. The Pokemon Center promo, I think, is a big one for it.
Magneton looks so dope.
Really like. I think I mentioned it before, but I really like that. I think it's his best one, honestly. I really do think that's a strong one. And then the actual, I try not to have too much spoiler, but I did see like the Pikachu, and I saw it. I did see a couple of pretty cool cards that people posted in Discord, and it looked like there's some nice stuff in there. I think there's going to be a lot of hype. This is also the time of the year where people will go crazy buying Pokemon cards for gifts for the kids and nieces and nephews and whatever. So I just think in general, like things are going to get a little bit hot, a little bit stonky for a minute. And then whenever we get in Team Rocket, I mean, I feel like Surgeon Spark's going to hold the flame for a little while, right?
Yeah, I would think so. It's pretty spicy right now. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to open it. And I haven't really, the last few sets, I think you said the same. Like, I haven't really felt too excited to open it. There isn't anything in there where I'm like, I've got to pull this card. I've got to try and open it. I've got to try and get it. 151 was a pretty solid one that I really wanted, a few things in there. But like, this is the one where I'm like, I don't know. It just feels like it's going to be a good set. It's going to be a fun one to open.
How can you in your brain justify opening it is there a thought that it could be $200 a box here soon? Like that's what's like.
Don't cost me $200 a box. $60. And I'll still have sealed. I'm not going to open it all. Yeah. I'll probably just open one. Maybe do a video on it, or maybe we could do it live or something.
How rich is everyone in the world buying these Surging Sparks things? Like all these people that are stonk dogging this to the moon. How much money do these people all have? Like, are they investing, or are they buying to flip it?
I think a bigger one for me is the volume of cards that sell at $200, which isn't a crazy amount of money, but for a lot of people is a lot of money. Like, a lot of people are paycheck to paycheck, and it's like very difficult to make ends meet right now. And with inflation and what the world's been like the past few years, and there's still a hell of a lot of people that are throwing $200 on a Pokemon card, and that to me, gives me confidence in this hobby, that things like people are good and mentally invested in it. Enough to spend like real money, money that you can do things with. So yeah, I do think that's interesting. But I think with Surgeon Sparks, for the example that you give him, there's also like unrealized potential there too, right? You could open it, or you could maybe sell it or flip it or invest, for a longer term, whatever. There's a lot of, with sealed in general, there's a lot of options you have to go with it. It's more open-ended. So I can see there being money put into that kind of stuff, because it almost feels like a gamble. It's a little bit of fun. It adds a level of fun to it. And for me, they're like I'm not selling those. Like, I'm collecting them. Like I did before I got drunk and ripped them all, and Thrifty laughed at me on live streams. With the Sword and Shield stuff. This time, I'm actually not going to rip them. I'm gonna actually keep them sealed and collect the actual ETBs for the full set, for the full generation, shall I say. But yeah, are you buying some? Did you order some? Like, where are you at with it?
No, I'm not.
It was on pre-order for ages.
What?
It was on pre-order for a while on Pokemon Center.
I'm not that liquid where I want to buy a box with money and have it sit for 2 years is where I'm at. And I'm shocked all these other people.
Because you already have money and stuff.
Yeah, like I have money also. Like I just don't want like I have $10,000 in sealed product.
Yep.
My plan was was to sell that when it appreciated enough, and then I would move that into more sealed product. So I'm kind of waiting for what I want to see is like the set I picked is basically Team Rocket is kind of my plan if it's a booster box. So for Surging Sparks, I don't want to put another $5,000, call that, into sealed product because I don't want to put $5,000 into another sealed. Like I'm already invested $10,000 into sealed product. I don't want to put more. It's just a lot. Like that's a lot of freaking money.
It is. It is. And I've obviously I'm not putting anywhere near that into it. I'm doing more of a I mean I got a bunch of boxes up there of random stuff, but I'm buying like 2 or 3 of that or a case of that, or like I'm not going all in on one thing. It's more of like a even spread, I would guess. On that stuff.
For me it's not worth it unless I'm doing something larger like that. I'd rather go all in and see when there's a smaller tick or movement in the price, then it's a larger impact, right? So I like that aspect of it. So I'm not going to invest another $5,000 on top of what I already have invested into sealed products because it's invested. I'm not constantly burning and turning sealed product. Apparently all these people are. Or they're just constantly buying and buying and buying and not selling. Doesn't seem right.
So, I think some people probably are.
Yeah, which goes back to my original comment. Or like all these people rich. Like I make pretty damn good money. I am not.
It's not cheap.
Dropping more money, even though the set like you're gonna do well. I already have my investments in other sets. I'm not just gonna keep every time somebody's jerking off the new set because it's sexy. I'm not just gonna jump on the wagon with it and jerk it off also. So
what about Rocket?
Yeah, I'm all set. I think it's gonna do well. I think people are gonna do well with it. I would rather not do this one because if I did this one, then I'm not doing Team Rocket. You know what I mean? Because it's too close. Like I'm not gonna buy this and then flip that in whatever 5 months or 6 months. You might see appreciation, but that's way too much work for me. Like I don't do this full time. I work a full-time job. I'm gonna do it one time for Team Rocket, and then that's gonna sit on my shelves for 2-3 years. Hopefully, I get like $25,000 worth of Team Rocket, and that shit cooks, and that'd be amazing. So we'll see. But yeah, Surging Sparks looks cool. There's cool cards. I'm a fan of the Militic. Latios are cool. I like the IRs more than the SIRs. I don't know if the Militic is the SIR or not, but there's some cool cards inside of it. Pikachus are kind of mid. I like the Chonky Chew from Vivid Voltage more. I don't know.
No.
No?
No.
You're cracked out.
You know what I want to look at, which I'm curious on, is how well Celebrations have done. Because I feel like that is the
UPCs are still $300 probably for like the last 7 years.
Okay, so see, I feel like things kind of cap out a little bit. Like the ETB, I sold for, I want to say I sold them for $120 a piece, and they're going for $100 sealed plus delivery, like $110-ish. So
what are they?
They haven't moved. Yeah, they haven't moved.
So
3 years.
Exactly. So when that's generally when I want to try and move my sealed product is when stagnation hits and turn it into the next sealed product that's low. That's kind of my thoughts. And Surging Sparks isn't it because I want Team Rocket. It's kind of, and I'm not going to do both because then you're over leveraging. I'm all set. So
I'm excited for Team Rocket. I think I'd like to do a binder of it. I think I'd actually like the full set.
Yeah, I'm curious how much of the Gen 9, Gen 12, Gen 14 Pokemon are inside of there, but yeah. I like a bunch of them.
It's gonna be a 500 card set.
There's a Mewtwo, at least. They showed Mewtwo at Worlds, right? So that enough? Like Rockets. And they confirmed also, I don't know if you saw that, no dark Pokemon. All Rockets Pokemon.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they confirmed. At least on Poke Beach, they said that.
No, I didn't catch that.
No dark Pokemon. It said all Rockets Pokemon, which I don't hate either. So does that kill it for you?
I'm a little disappointed, I think.
Shut her down.
Just a little bit deflated, but I don't know if I don't know. I want to see it. I need to see it. I'm probably going to look at the spoilers for that set. I'm that eager. I don't know if I can wait to open it.
Yeah, I follow way too many Pokemon people on Instagram that just show all the spoilers.
Yeah,
and I can't not unsee it. All of them. Pokemon, Pokemetro, just all the spoilers in the world. Just bam, they're there.
I have I've picked up a couple of things lately. What have you been buying?
I've been full demon mode, buying, selling.
Yeah.
Not a lot of collecting. Pretty much every purchase lately has been buying and selling. Bought a lot of stuff at Collecticon, took a lot of trades in, took a lot of stuff in at like 80, 70, 80% market. So that's been fun. Got an Umbreon. This card's going to the moon again. I've graded I've graded like 5 of these. Every one of them's gotten a PSA 10. Because obviously when I'm trading for them, I'm looking to make sure it's not a 6.
Of course.
But the card is selling for like $1,500 now. I got it for $800 at the show. If it's a 10, I'm chilling there. So just buying stuff to sell. It's been nice not buying. It's crazy how much easier it is to make money when you're not collecting everything. You know? It's pretty wild.
You need your head in the game and not your heart.
I look back at like last year's whatever the taxes and stuff, and there's just so much going out towards things that I was like, ooh, I'm gonna collect this, and then it's sold. I sold it eventually, but I broke even on a lot of that stuff. So Zapdos cards, and yeah, it feels good. I feel like I'm going in the right direction, because where this was in January of this year, I was like, the sealed products are doing really well, but everything else is kind of like, okay. But I feel like right now I'm cooking. So making good profits and seeing the bank account go in the good direction for the business account, which is awesome.
It sounds like you have some clarity too.
Yeah. Yep. What about you?
The opposite.
That's more She-Hulk cards, boy. Let's go.
Just playing around kind of thing. We got a box of so with the PSA membership, you get basically free money. So this Twilight Masquerade box was Catch More Collectibles first PWCC Fanatics live stream. I missed it, but I got it. It was like 150 or 160 bucks or whatever. And with those like coupons, I got it for like 30 bucks.
That's cool.
Like with the PSA credits or whatever, it was like 30 video.
Rip it open now.
Okay. And then I also got
son of a bitch. That was like right before the hurricanes.
Also got this. I know it's been sat there itching at me in the back of my mind. AnimeExplosionBox.com. This is my friend Joe is selling like boxes of anime cards. You buy the box and he sent me the info. I'm probably going to shoot a video on it before I open it. I'm super excited to see what's inside. But he sent it to me, so shout out Joe. And yeah, some anime cards. So that'll be interesting. That'll be fun. I'm excited to see what that looks like, what's inside, and I'll have to share the results. Very eager to get stuff open. But did you say you want me to open yours now?
I wanted you to open that bitch like a month ago. I forgot all about it.
Is it Pokemon?
I believe so. Yeah, I think so. No Yu-Gi-Oh cards for you, unfortunately.
Those are not a hat.
Those are PC.
Too small to be a hat.
I did great.
Oh, it's a sticker.
Oh shit! I did grade some Yu-Gi-Oh grails though. Whiptail Crow. Grail.
Whiptail Crow.
Go ahead. Oh yeah. Damn.
I love that dog. That dog looking. That's a dog Diglett. I'm talking about Team Rocket then.
He's got some sun.
He is
nice and glazed. Krispy
I
Kreme.
love that artwork. That's awesome. What set is that? Do you know? 2010.
Gods know.
I don't know if I know what set that is.
Be lucky if I can guess the era. 2010. Black and white was 2011. So somewhere around there. Might be wrong on that one. What do we got?
That's the one Pikachu that I didn't have. You know, when I was in the PSA set registry.
Bam.
Did you send me that intentionally? Do you know what it is?
No, when I bought it, I didn't realize it was the 1999-2000 one.
It's the English one.
I thought it was a regular one.
Literally the British print of it, and that was the only one I didn't have in the PSA 10 of all the base sets. And obviously I didn't have the first. What did I have? I think I might have. I don't remember. I didn't have this one. I remember that would be in the Gap, and like that always bothering me that I didn't have that one because that was the British print Pikachu. I didn't have it. That's amazing. Oh my god, guys! You see here, it's the 99-2000 print.
I had that for a while because I had to reholder it because it was in the old blue label without subgrades. I'm like, it's got to go on the new label. It looks so much better.
So much better. Thank you so much. That's amazing. And then this is it's the 98 one. I actually bid on one of these and didn't get it, so now I do have it.
Forget where that one was cheap. That was like fucking $10.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I'm like 1998 phone card Pikachu airplane. I'm like, that's
fantastic. Cool. I love those. There's actually quite a few. You'd be surprised, and they actually still make some of them too. I've seen some pretty modern ones.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. Oh my god, thank you.
Cheers.
You should have saved that for me for Christmas.
No, Christmas will be better.
I feel spoiled. I appreciate it, man. Do love a good Pika. I can't believe we got the British in a 10. That's
Hell
awesome.
Yeah. One other latest pickup, I posted my Instagram story. I bought a first edition PSA 10 Shadowless Machamp in October to flip it. I bought it, paid $2,600 with buyer's premium out the door. And shout out to Z&G Emporium. Not even, I bought it on the 3rd. He probably had it listed on the 10th. So 20 days later, it was sold as a buy it now on eBay for $4,750. So nice $2,000 lick in 20 days, and I never touched the card. So
fantastic.
That was pretty cool. So more to come. Definitely recommend.
That is absolutely fantastic. That's the stuff I want to hear.
I love auctions. That shit's so fun looking for different. I miss it. I wish, like, there's so many of them right now too. Like all of them out. Rare Candy, fucking Golden still does them. Like Heritage still does them. There's so many. I just don't have time right now, and there's so much money to be made. If that was my job, where I was just watching these auctions, just I could easily make money doing, like, I could make a freaking almost livable wage, I feel like, flipping some of these cards, optimizing which grading company and stuff they sell through. And
it takes time though. Like, it really does take time, what you're saying. Like, I obviously I'm doing another degree now, but when I was doing that in the evenings and weekends, I was making money. Like, I was doing all right. I was making decent money, but I was putting a lot of time into researching and finding and checking my safe searches, and doing all that, all the different places, this site, this site, this site, this app, this app, this app. Like, it was like, yeah, intentional.
It's pretty wild. It's crazy how many are out there right now. So, yeah, because I'm not doing tons of flipping raw cards, that is kind of where my brain's going. And on top of the sealed stuff is like optimizing some of that stuff right now. So more time is being spent there because I'm not grading tons and tons of cards. Like, I got another stack of like 20, 25 cards to send out, but that's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to make something happen.
I haven't done a PSA submission in ages. I still got a little stack just sat waiting. I need to get out.
Send it to me. I'll put it in this one.
Yeah, I might wait and see what I pull from this booster box from Dan.
Oh, you might as well rip your other boxes too from Surgeon.
Yeah, I think is that this week?
8th.
It's next week. Okay, so yeah,
8th. Man,
maybe next weekend I'll try and do a video ripping it. Maybe go live. I haven't gone live on my channel in a long time.
You have a channel? I don't have a channel.
Represent.
Shit's dark.
Yeah, yours has been quieter, but you're still knocking them out. I'm still
do live streams every week, except for last week, but I was traveling.
I was sat there waiting, checking. I refreshed your live section on your YouTube like 3 times. I'm a loser.
All right. So, uncut. So this just a quick mention. Listening to Next Gen TCG podcast. Gem Mint Pokemon, Tetra Ninja. I know for sure he mentioned one of these. I heard it somewhere else. The uncut snap sheet. So apparently there's a uncut snap. Actually, I think it was Instagram comments, where I was reading some of the comments by some of the people who own a lot of these snap cards, mentioning they had seen an uncut snap Pokemon sheet, which is insane to me. And then also there is an uncut Pokemon Illustrator sheet in existence. Zach Jim and Pokemon mentioned that on his podcast. He also mentioned there's over 100 plus copies of the Illustrator. I don't know if that includes all the ones on the uncut sheet. Usually that wouldn't include those. That's insane. There's a shit ton of those. That card is way too expensive for what it is.
Yep.
Insane. What do you think?
I know we've talked about this a couple of times, and I think just in general, it's just so hard to fathom that people pay that kind of money for what it is. It isn't the rarest card in the world. Like, even without knowing that, like, we already knew, it wasn't the rarest, but I don't think that matters, because I think it's just all about the mindset. People want it. There's a desire there. People have a picture in their head that it's worth this much money because they've seen sales and people flashing it around and stuff. And now it's an expensive card. It's what it is. It's never going to be a $50,000 card.
Yeah.
Even if 100 copies drop on PWCC, they're not going to go for 50.
And did you see?
And Snap for the birds. That you can use that to make a cornhole board, as far as I'm concerned. Not like Snap at all.
Did you see this? This Mickey sold for $500,000. 2023 one of one superfractor.
What?
Just like today. This is today's news.
No, did not see that. That is outlandish.
I am reporting this. I don't know if this is confirmed paid, but I want to say I saw Alt post on it, and they're the company. I think it's sold through Alt. So 2023 Mickey mouse card 101.
And it's his old style, I can see.
Yeah.
It's definitely old style Mickey. It's not a new
Yeah,
one.
it almost looks like Steamboat Willie, but it's not.
I kind of like that retro vibe, but it's a 9.
Wild.
A 1 of 1. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know. I don't know. That's nuts.
Yeah, I guess the 101 ring sold for $2 million, so this seems cheap, right? 500K.
You got a absolutely huge, massive following in Disney, absolutely huge, massive following in Lord of the Rings and a bunch of other brands. Like there really are people that just attach themselves to that stuff, and some of those people have a lot of money. You know, that's clearly a big Mickey Mouse fan. That's probably what it is. Like they're not buying that for an investment or for stonks or whatever. Like they bought that for them. That kind of money is because you can afford it for yourself.
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to know who got it. I always think that. I always try and ponder. I wonder who bought that, what their job is, like what their hobby is. You know, is it collecting PCs of Disney's, or is it Disney stuff, or is it Mickey stuff? Like what's their collection room look like? What else is going on?
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Probably a bunch of junk like me. Random crap.
Hell yeah. What's next on the docket here?
Ooh, PSA and the autographs. What's going on with all that mess? I don't even understand. I've had a hard time following along with it, honestly. I saw that they said you can now submit cards to them to get autographed. Right? Was that PSA?
Yeah, no, I think they're doing like a specialized one with Thor where you can mail in, like CGC does it with comics and shit. You can mail in your items and get autographed. They're doing a Thor autograph for PSA, which is cool. I like it. I enjoy it. I think it's cool, but I also think PSA sucks at grading autographs based on everything I've seen. So I think it's tainted the whole market. It's effed. So if they keep going the way they're going, I don't think all the cards that were graded that were legit are going to be losing a lot of value.
Yes, I agree. And I think for the autographs that they're hosting, you know, you're talking about sending them stuff like CGC. How could that autograph not get a 10 and them still like not have egg on their face? Because they're charging you for this autograph, they're administering it and make sure it happens, and they're going to give you an 8 like you're paying for an 8 worthy signature and they're going to give it an 8.
Yeah. The way their autographs work, if the pen lifts and it's not a solid line, it drops down a grade. It's got to be solid line.
You're paying the grader, the grading company for the autograph. It should be a 10. There should be no wiggle room. It has to be a 10. If you're paying for an autograph from a grading company, that's not a natural autograph where you're grabbing someone and say, hey, can you sign this for me? They're providing a service. If they're not giving you a 10, you're not getting your money's worth. If someone else paying the same amount, but they're getting a 10, and I get it and it's a 7.
Yeah.
What? Like how? That doesn't make any sense.
Not at all. I don't know.
Like you don't go to the movies and buy popcorn and it's $5, and some people they give a large box to, but you just get a small box. Oh, you still bought popcorn, you still paid the $5. Well, yeah, but shouldn't we all get the same thing for the same amount of money? I'd be pissed if I paid a green company to get something autographed, and they said, "Yeah, we only managed to get you an 8. Sorry, bro."
Don't you buy Tops Now shit? Isn't that the same thing? Everyone's paying the same price. You're rolling the dice to get the win.
Not a grading company, and I'm not grading the autograph.
That's a card company, and you're buying a card from the card company.
PSA is not a card company.
Tops, I'm saying Tops. The Tops.
I know, but PSA isn't. I can't hold them to the same light. For me, PSA, in the position they're in, is the creme de la creme of ensuring quality of something if they're going to administer it.
They can't control the artist and how shitty he signs cards.
They shouldn't be doing it. They should be charging for it then.
I mean, yeah, they should only do authentic, then problem solved. Or when he does a shitty one, just put it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, do it again, Jimmy. You gotta. Oh no, that one's shit too. Do another one. Oh, we'll give you a 10. They would blow their.
I don't know. There's got to be some way. There's got to be some way around it. It just seems crazy to me that I can pay a company for an autograph and sorry, it just fudged it. You got a 7.
Yeah.
That's such bad business. Like, I just feel like that's terrible. But also, I did want to touch. I noted it on here. I don't want to go on about autographs all night because that's just going to piss me off. But I haven't seen any PSA magazines or comics in their new slabs. No one's buying or doing that, right? Like, that isn't a thing like we thought it was going to be.
I didn't think it was going to be much of a thing because CGC owns a fair market and all the people are invested in the CGC slabs. They don't want to see PSA slabs.
No, and I think that's what's happening. I honestly, I've seen nobody doing anything anywhere remotely close to PSA comic slabs. Nothing. I haven't seen any for sale. I've seen no one post anything on Instagram. I've seen no one in Discord with them. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places, but I haven't seen anyone getting any kind of hype or interested in them at all.
I guess I've never really searched for comic books, but when I type in PSA comic Batman, it's a bunch of cards. And the same thing for Spider-Man.
Maybe it's the comic artwork on the card.
It is, yeah.
That's throwing it off, yeah.
Comic book? No, still no searches. Maybe they don't exist.
Like, there just isn't any. I really thought we'd have some stuff rocking and rolling with that by now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to filter in Fanatics for comics. And I'm going to see if it'll let me select PSA. It did. And your search returned no results. No sold and non-listed. It's not a thing. They failed.
No, they got CDC. Basically, CDC can't enter the market where all the investors are already into PSA, so business will slowly trickle into them. PSA's got to make themselves competitive by lowering their pants, and they probably won't do that because think their ego's so big because they sell a lot of cards, so they're just not going to sell any comics.
Stay in the lane, I guess.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to throw shade. I just thought it was an interesting observation that I just haven't seen anywhere or anything happening.
PSA is good at acquisition, not a whole lot of innovation.
Yeah,
there's some there, but they innovate by acquisition. It's kind of what they're doing, unlike Amazon.
What else you got going on?
I'm going to share some photos.
Okay.
Shall we?
I like photos.
So PSA is decided they're the new CDC. Um, they are grading test prints. They're grading square cut cards. Whoa, that's not the button I wanted to click.
Oh,
Which
baby.
is a whole. I mean, it makes sense. CDC's got the market share of that currently, and those are some of the coolest things going for sale.
Very unique. Yep. Oh, I mean, yeah, classic example.
So this is the first ever square cut graded card by Pokemon. You historically PSA has not graded square cut cards because they were not factory cut basically, but they had
Yeah.
proved through this card. I don't know. They talked to the Jim Bob down by the river. No clue. They talked to somebody and confirmed these were factory cut. So that's why they put it in a slab.
Did you watch the video about it?
I know I did. Yeah. The Sylveon lady, is that her? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah, it's basically what you said. They just kind of checked their resources and made sure, and they felt pretty confident it was real. I I don't know if this is a start of something though. I feel like they did that because this is something special. This is something you want in your slab, right? This isn't just a square cut card that like they have to do all this work and like what's the payoff? Like they probably charged a decent upcharge for this card, knowing what is going to happen.
They didn't do the Protostoys.
Was that real?
Yeah, there's uncut sheets of them. They're real. But I think the only difference is this is um, factory cut. But I want to say now they also did do not factory cut test proofs. I could be mistaken on that, but they also did confirm they will only ever do authentic grades on test proof cards, which I don't understand. If they are actually factory cut, let's just grade them. You can grade them because they were cut at the factory. It's the not factory cut cards that should be given only authentics. I think they kind of whiffed on that a little bit, but
Yeah, I think I agree actually. I think that's confusing that you would say something is authentic. It was produced, not just cut, but produced at the factory, then cut,
yeah.
and I don't know what the difference is between that and a card from a pack if it's produced and cut at the factory through the same machines, inks, papers. Why why wouldn't it get a grade? I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I'm being naive. But yeah, I think I agree with you on your thought on that. That's an interesting one. That's a really cool card though.
It'd have been cool if it was red cheeks.
Well, he got the Trump treatment. It's orange instead.
Oh, what about this? You buying?
No, so silly.
Shohei Otani. So those of you who didn't know, I didn't know until I don't know when I posted this in our chat a month ago. That baseball made some like Pokemon themed baseball cards. Tops did. I thought that was pretty freaking cool. These look like those fake cards you see on Etsy, but these are actual Tops cards designed to look like Pokemon cards, and that's Shohei Otani, and that dude's gonna win the World Series hopefully this week. But
Yeah. Yeah, this is a stonker of a card, but it's unique, but it's odd. I mean, this one's very clearly yeah. I mean,
oh shit, Dodgers came back. It's 7-6 right now in the freaking top of the eighth.
ooh,
It's getting spicy. That's
interesting.
crazy. They were down like 4-0. And I'm gonna show one more thing. So yeah, the top 70 stuff is crazy. I wonder how many other weird things like that exist that I didn't even know about. It's kind of weird to me. That's not it.
They are fun.
The last one is a Magic the Gathering item. I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen any stuff on it? The new Magic the Gathering stuff. So Magic the Gathering is partnered
the
with
Marvel.
Google. They're doing a secret lair, which is freaking awesome. So a bunch of really sick cards. I look forward to getting just some of these graded. It's like recently I was just ripping open like my Spider-Man Green Goblin box, and this stuff just is awesome. Captain America, there's so much. Iron Man's cards, like these would be gas graded. I feel like it's just gonna be sick. Storm, Wolverine, so cool.
The the Marvel one I think that's a pretty cool one. That's one I'd like to get in. The artwork, the characters, and I think that's going to do very well. I think that's one where sealed would do well too for a long term.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's an interesting play for sure. I've always liked, and I think like the one ring, like you remember there was like those ETBs you could buy from like the Magic the Gathering versions of and it came with a bunch of promo cards in it for Lord of the Ring. And one of them was the ring and some other stuff. Those rings are expensive as hell, graded. Like they're not serialized. There's no chance of serialization in those. They're just like full art rings, and they sell really good graded.
Is that what I opened?
Yeah, I think so. Thought so.
Pretty sure. I have to have a look and see, but I don't think any of them were worth grading. I built them into a binder. I got a binder of them all.
I think just only the ring last I checked was.
That's cool. I tried to get. Have you? Oh, excuse me. Have you ever looked at the Allen and Ginter top set? Like
I've seen some, yeah.
Yeah, pretty unique ones. So they just dropped the pre-orders for 2024. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, for the ring card in a 10. 250.
The Allen and Ginter, the new set, there's a bunch of stuff in there. There's like a whole collection of ballpark food. There's like a hot dog card and like a popcorn card, and there's obviously a bunch of baseball players. It's a baseball set. But you know what they did? You'll love this. Danielle Fisher did a 1-of-1 signed card in there too that they've slipped into a box somewhere. And I thought that's freaking awesome. So I tried to get a pre-order and it was sold out. I couldn't get one. But I'm very curious if that comes up for sale, what that would look like.
Yeah, I couldn't even know. Did you see Eminem had cards made by a complex?
No.
No? Where you been?
Eminem?
Yeah, the real Slim Shady. You know who that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you look up Eminem complex, it's like a new thing, but there's autos.
No,
I think he only did like, yeah, people are asking stupid money on some of this shit. 30 grand.
He's not rich enough. That's cool.
Yeah,
Is that in a slab?
What?
Was that in a slab?
Yeah, it's a gem in 10, yeah. Yeah.
They're even grading them. Wow.
So yeah, signed, and if you just look up Eminem Complex PSA or whatever, and I think the boxes are like $60, which is kind of cool. But I think it's like Tops Now where you get a random one. So pretty interesting stuff. There's so much different shit out there.
Yeah, there's so much. I got some random stuff down here, but yeah, there's a lot of random stuff going on. I'm curious with the Magic Gathering Magic the Gathering Marvel set. I'm curious what that's going to look like going into the sets after, because I feel like when there's a really big set, sometimes the following sets can feel a little bit drab. So I wonder if maybe they'll be a bit lower printed in anticipation of that. It could be a good buy, but yeah, I feel like we had a lot to catch up on this week. There's a lot to talk about. Did we miss anything? Is there anything else?
Yeah, probably. But we can save it for next time. So I think that's good for now.
Right next week.
Yeah, should be. I'm good. Yeah, we'll see. Should be here next week. We'll see. We like keeping you guys on your toes. Appreciate you guys coming in, saying hello. Hit the like button on the way out if you have not. That would be awesome.
Yeah, drop us your spicy comment. Don't forget to hit the like on your favorite comment after you have a little breeze through there, a little browse, and yeah, have yourselves a good, happy Halloween, everybody. See ya.
Peace.